Hey, this is Taylor at Truck World RVA. Today we're going to take some time and look at this 2013 Ford F750. This is a Cummins powered truck mated to an Allison automatic transmission. Under CDL weight at 26,000 GVWR, air brakes, spring ride rear, just under 218,000 miles on this truck. It has an 11-foot IMT Dominator service body with a 10,025 series crane, 10,000 pound maximum lifting capacity, two-stage hydraulic extension out to 25 feet. You have exterior lighting all around the bed as well as interior compartment lighting, hydraulic outriggers, a hydraulic air compressor, factory wireless remote for the crane, one set of drawers in the driver one compartment. If you have any questions about this truck or need any additional photos, videos, or information, feel free to call or text 804-716-8487. The goal of these demo videos is to show you everything about the truck as if you were here looking at it in person. So in the first half of the video, we're going to go around the exterior of the truck, point out any cosmetic imperfections. We'll look inside all the bins. We'll look underneath the truck as well at the frame and the undercarriage. In the second half of the video, we'll do a cold start, ride the truck down the road, take a look at the engine, and then run out the crane and the compressor and all the equipment on the truck. But again, if there's anything you want more close-up pictures, videos, or information on, feel free to call or text anytime. Super dry on the undercarriage, really no rust to speak of. Some minor surface kind of oxidation on the rear springs. Bed floor is dry and free of rust, as are the frame rails. All the bin floors are solid as well. Again, it's a 2013 model truck. It does have power windows and cruise control. Couple little chips on the door. Really nothing too terrible considering the age and miles on the truck. Driver door is fairly clean. Driver seat bottom as well has just been replaced, so that does not have any rips or tears in it. Driver seat back is solid. You have your center console there, bench seat. So vinyl seats, rubber floors. The floor is in good shape as well without any major rips. A little bit of wear there where your heel goes when you're driving the truck. You have your push button Allison automatic. Cruise control. And again, power locks and power windows. Steer tires are brand new. These were just installed. If you'd like a full list of everything done to the truck prior to offering it for sale, I can send you over all parts and labor receipts. We use all OEM parts. Anything we find that needs addressed, we take care of. You have a little bit of paint chipping right here. Bumper is clean and free of any damage. No dents or dings on the bumper. The front clip on the truck as well. All around the headlights and the hood. Doesn't appear to have any damage really to point out. It's just a little bit of dirt around there. You have a little bit of cracking here in the paint finish above that headlight. Look underneath at the engine here. A little crack right here, just where this doesn't seat perfectly right. Seems to happen on most of these 750s, just closing the hood too fast and not seating it properly, and then you crack that corner. There's a little bit of wear in the paint there on the back side of the fender. A little bit of scuffing up on top of the cab corner where somebody probably hit it with the crane or the pulley block when they were setting the crane back down where it belongs. Then again, the interior of this truck is extremely clean. No odors, again, no rips or tears. Cab is in really good shape. The bed of the truck still has its factory paint pretty well intact. There's some areas of paint failure that I'll point out kind of along the corners of the door and whatnot. We did have the bed re-bed lined, so new bed liner applied to the bin fronts, to inside of the bed, and to the rear work bumper. We'll look at that some more once we get around to the rear. This passenger one compartment is your torch compartment. Another spot up here on that top edge of the door. So you have your bottle racks on the right hand side, your straps, and your bottle racks to secure your torch bottles. You have lighting throughout all the compartments. On the left hand side, you have 3 sets of shelves. Now all the doors close, latch, lock, and seal as they should. We do have the bin keys, and all the latches are keyed the same way. This compartment, you have a nice large set of bolt drawers. I believe it's 18 total. I think it's 2 wide and 9 high. These are all clean, slide as they should. Some extra dividers in there as well. You have your matching rear tires. So the drive tires are new and match the steers. And then it does have new aluminum rims that we just installed before listing. You have a couple chips here over the wheel well, then a couple more small chips in the door itself, one more right here. Passenger wheel well compartment. I don't really know what they use this to organize for. We could just rip these out if they're not needed. It does have the interior tabs, so you could very easily get shelves for in here and put a nice wide shelf in here instead of this little storage system. They have a little bit of rust in the back bin seam, which is a common area on these IMT beds. It's really just back in that back corner there. If I can tuck up and look under there, it's kind of hard to fit in above this tire. We'll zoom in. You can just see it's where moisture kind of gets kicked up from the tire and shoved back in there. A couple more areas up here of chips. This is your crane compartment here. You have another chip there by the tail light housing, some scratches there down the back side of the crane compartment. Inside of here, you have your Reelcraft hose reel in the bottom, air regulator and dryer, and your body control panel. I'd never trust the hour readings on here. I feel like they're always a little off, but that does control all the body lights and the outrigger controls. So it's hydraulic extend, hydraulic up and down on the outrigger. On the crane side, the non-crane side is just hydraulic up and down. Again, it's a 10,000 pound capacity and a 25-foot 2-stage hydraulic extension. The crane is run off that factory wireless remote. Do have some rear work lighting. And you can see the bumper, and inside the bed is what we had re-bed lined, so that shows great. You have this pass-through compartment down here for your pry bars, long tool storage. Tow hitch receiver, 2 steps off the bumper. Your air hose reel comes out of that crane compartment along the back. And inside of the bed, you have some easy track down the sides and your factory tie downs inside of the bed. Some more chips along the tail light housing. Driver rear compartment. 3 more sets of shelves inside of here. You have this area up top of paint failure over top of this driver wheel well compartment. You do have these bolts, holes through the door. I don't know what somebody had in there at some point, but these have just been filled with nuts and bolts. 3 drawers over this driver wheel well compartment. In terms of tool storage, this truck's nicely equipped with drawers bolt drawers, and just the size of these IMT Dominators as well. They're nice tall beds. You run cab high all the way down both sides. You have a lot of storage space in them. Some more little chips and whatnot along the two door handles there. A couple more on the bottom of these doors. None of these things are noticeable once you get to any sort of distance, but again, it is worth pointing out. My goal is for expectations and reality to match up, so I try to be as nitpicky as possible and point out everything I see, just so that when you come, you already know every chip and scratch and dent that's on the body. A little bit of surface rust again along that back seam. Your truck batteries are located in the bottom of this compartment. Then your driver one compartment has another nice set of IMT factory drawers. The bed and the truck are the same year. I assume they've always been together. Up top is a Boss BA440 hydraulic air compressor. We'll run that later on in the demo. That about wraps up the cosmetic portion of this video. Again, this is a 2013 Ford F750 under CDL. I'm gonna hop in and take it for a spin now, and then we'll run all the equipment on it. 217, 380,000 miles. Or 217,380 miles. I kind of said that weird. Go ahead and put the windows up. Again, this truck has been fully serviced. If you'd like a list of anything we've done to the truck, happy to provide that. I need to let the brakes build up a little bit. We use all OEM parts. Like I said, we can provide all parts and labor receipts for work just performed on this truck. Crazy tight turning radius. I can make this turn without going off the asphalt. Talk a little bit about the lighting on the truck. You do have a top mount strobe. Get to that in a minute. You have this side LED work light. Interior compartment lights. It looks like we have a burnt out bulb there that needs replaced. Compartment lighting inside all the compartments except for the crane compartment. I do not believe this one has any compartment lighting. You have two more rear LED work lights. There's the strobe now. You see it mounted on top of the cab. And again, interior compartment lighting inside all the compartments. One more side LED work light there. So pretty well lit all the way around in terms of exterior lighting and interior lighting. I was actually mistaken, I didn't see it, but there is a light strip inside of the crane compartment. You have your outrigger controls here on the bed panel. Again, the crane side extends hydraulically. The non-crane side just goes up and down. Get these outriggers deployed. The remote is an IMT factory dual joystick remote. The trigger on the back is your on off, and then depending on how much you push the joystick is how fast the boom operates. So the proportions are controlled off the joystick itself. Again, it's a 10,000 pound capacity crane, 2-stage hydraulic extension out to 25 feet of total reach. We're going to run the crane all the way out to its full extension. Now you can multifunction. So I'm in this corner here, so I'm going up and around. You can do the same thing on the extension. You can winch out while you extend out, or winch in while you extend in. Winch it down, unhook the pulley from the block. I'm going to extend the crane all the way out to its full capacity here, or full reach. We'll take a look at the inner boom. So you can winch down and extend out like I'm doing there. You kind of have to hit the joystick just right to do both, but you are able to do both. Now I'm just winching down. Now let's extend out. All the way out to its full reach, 25 feet. Inner boom is pretty clean down both sides. The wear pads have plenty of wear left on them. Any two block is operational. You winch up, it will stop. So you cannot pull that winch all the way up on the head. Crane operation's super smooth. Really nice speed control as well off this style of remote. I just bumped the idle up off of the remote as well. The remote can control the idle of the truck. So you do get obviously a little bit faster operation with the idle bumped up. Now you can also control the air compressor off the remote. Hold that button up, the air compressor will turn on. That's off around 150. Drain some air, it turns back on again. Then to turn the compressor off, you just come right over here. The compressor will turn off. All your lighting is controlled inside this compartment like we talked about. You can go ahead and turn the truck off as well from the remote. So thanks again for watching. Once again, it's a 2013 Ford F750 IMT Dominator service body, 10,000 pound, 25-foot reach crane, tons of lighting all the way around, really nicely set up service truck under CDL. Cummins powered, Allison automatic transmission. If you have any questions or need any additional photos, videos, or information, feel free to call or text anytime. 804-716-8487. Again, this is Taylor at Truck World RVA. This is all I buy and sell. If you're looking for something slightly different, smaller, different size crane, give me a shout. I have more trucks coming in on a daily basis. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video.